It's been one game at a time, championship game every week, as the coach put it. How do you feel that's been working with one game to go? You guys feel you're ready for one more to get you there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been, we obviously didn't have the start we wanted to, and starting 1-4 is never good. But after that, just like you said, it's been a 1-week playoff basically, and I think the guys have been really locked into getting the job done each and every week, and especially on the defense side of the ball, all the coaches, all the players locked into the game plan. So, we're ready to go one more week. I think we're gonna, have our hands full with Bowling Green, but it's nice to win football games in this league, and we know that, and we believe we can keep it consistent and go out there and get it done.
Silas, you came on last year, and got some playing time. This year, obviously, a lot of playing time. Your play has improved game by game by game. Tell me about your improvement and what it's taken you to get from there to here.
Yeah, the more experience that you get, the better, right? You learn a lot of things as you go along the way. Our coaches, especially in the DB room, Coach Blanton, our safeties coach, he's done an awesome job with me, developing me as a player, and then, just having faith in me each and every week to get better and apply the things that he's taught me, as well as, Coach Breeken and the rest of the defensive staff. So, just having that, getting that experience under my belt, and, being able to start to see things on the field as they unfold, based off what my coaches have taught me, it's been good, and it's allowed me to get a lot better.
So can you just talk a little bit about the locker room? I mean, from 1-4 to now where you're a game away from going to Detroit, just how different that has been.
Yeah, obviously the locker room's not going to be good when you're 1-4. It's it's tough to keep moving along, week by week. But with this team, we always knew that we could be good, and it showed, and we just kept attacking each week, 1 week at a time. We knew it was a 1-week playoff. We knew we still had our destiny in front of us, and I think we did a great job with that mindset, and here we are 6 games later, won 6 in a row, and hopefully finish the job off this next week.
When you're in non-conference play, obviously you can see a lot of different stuff, but once you get into conference play, how much of a prep difference is there in preparation for going to the different MAC schools? Are some of them, a lot more preparation than others, or are they pretty much the same?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, they're actually a lot different, depending on the type of offense that they run on the defensive side of the ball. For example, Northern Illinois, they like to ground and pound. They like to run the ball. They don't throw a lot every game, right? And then you're going to have someone like Bowling Green, who's got a good quarterback with a great arm, and they got talented weapons on the outside, and they're going to try to throw the ball around a little bit. And it's the same thing for the non-conference prep, right? Obviously, those guys had good players. That was good prep. A lot of them threw the ball around a lot. So to answer your question, yeah, it's different week in and week out, and that's where everyone's got to be locked into the game plan and be ready to go.
Do you feel like your defense is pretty good as far as being able to have the personnel to adjust to those different things you just mentioned?
Absolutely. We got smart guys all over the field that know what they're doing, and we got so many communicators on the field. Everyone's always talking and getting personnel right and being able to adjust and make checks on the field. So I think collectively we all work extremely well as a unit.
The last couple of weeks you've faced really talented offenses. Ball State obviously had Koziel at the tight end. They also ran the ball very well the rest of the season. And Northern Illinois comes in with probably the best running game in the conference. You guys made them one-dimensional, and seriously one-dimensional in that game. What is it about this defense? You talked about the adaptation between offenses and that sort of thing. But when you take a look at that 6-game winning streak, this team has defensively just been outstanding and getting better every game. What's been the root cause of that?
Yeah, well, first of all, we got really good players. I think, on every facet of our defense, from our D-line to our linebackers, and our DBs are getting better. And then, like I've been saying, the game planning has been great by our coaches, and everyone's bought into the game plan each and every week. No one, strays away from it, right? And, when you buy into a good game plan like that, and you got good players, it doesn't really matter what other teams throw at you. You're going to be able to stop them. So we've come in with that confidence each and every week to know that we can do that, and we've been getting the job done.
Just a question about BG. I assume you had a little chance to look at some film. Have you ever seen a tight end do what their tight end can do, and just how do you even try to prepare for something like that?
Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge for sure. He's a really good player. They line him up anywhere. They line him up out wide in the slot at running back. They give him the ball all sorts of ways. So that's something that we're obviously going to have to be keyed into going into this week.
Keyon, congratulations on a great season so far. Go back to the first 4 games, wasn't so good. What changed in the last 6, actually 7 of the last 8, that the running game has really worked? And in your vision has been so much better over the course of that time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, only thing that changed for me or the team in our room is our mindset for real. Like we went into it thinking like we was just gonna like go crazy for real, but apparently we didn't do so. We didn't get the ball down on vertical seams. We didn't do everything that we was planning on doing. We was just like free running, like trying to trust our talent and ability, but. Once we got the ball vertical and hit vertical seams, we made positive plays. And my vision, I felt like once I learned to slow everything down rather than just running around trying to be Superman, it worked out. So.
Just curious, do you hear any feedback from the line during the course of the game about, things that are working or not working, or maybe if it's Northern Illinois, they're saying, hey, these guys are not easy to move. That's some pretty big guys.
Actually, I feel like I give them feedback on throughout the game, telling them who's a free runner, who I feel like they should key on more, or who we just talked like throughout the game about who's more aggressive and who's playing harder right now and who they should key on, so we could get yards and get the ball downfield.
How much fun are you having this year? I mean, you played the last 3 years, but this year, you're the guy. Just how much fun is that?
It's pretty fun for real. I try to get the other guys in the game. I wanna get them in as soon as possible. So I try to do what I have to do. Because I want to spread the love. I want to make sure everybody eats. But it's pretty fun being a guy right now. Yeah.
I've had a couple chunk runs, it feels like, every single week, and a couple of big plays. I think a lot of times we think back to your first year here and the big run you had against Northwestern in that game. How important is that kind of explosivity to your game?
I feel like it's really important for me because I'm a smaller back. So I have to show that I can run fast. But a lot of the guys give me crap because I got walked down in like 2 games. So yeah, and I'm one of the fastest guys on the team. So they give me a lot of talk about it. So I hear it a lot, but I try not to get y'all. So
How excited is next week for you, just with so much on the line?
I'm really excited for next week. Just getting right, making sure all our guys get back healthy and stuff. We want to make sure everybody recovers well. Been talking to O-line. They want to make sure we get over a 100-yard game again, so I can get over 1,000 yards. That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, indeed. You mentioned getting healthy and getting everybody healthy. Obviously, this week you had a 6-day week and quick turnaround. How important is it just to get a couple of days to where you got like a 10-day break, I think it is, between games, and you know you're going to get a day or 2 where you can just kick back, rest, and recover?
I feel like it's very important. Like Coach Martin gave us a few practices, like on the short week, in spiders and making sure everybody recovers. He didn't like put too much on us to bang and go after each other a lot this practice because we didn't have that much time. We had a shorter week, and he wanted to make sure everybody came into this game healthy, and I feel like he did a good job of that, making sure everybody was prepared and ready to go, and keeping the intensity. So we was all ready to go out there and play. We was all fired up.